Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over news and what is going on underneath Pokemon Go, like the network traffic, and what can we expect here on the 21st, the first day of summer, which I have a feeling everything's going to be dropping then. So I said the Regis might be dropping during Go Fest for those prizes, but it looks like they might be dropping, on Thursday. So what we're looking at right here are the shiny sprites, Regirock, Reggie Ice, and Registeel. Which one do I like the most? They all look cool to me, to be honest, but I like Regirock and Ice, even though Registeel is probably the most different looking for his shiny variants. Now, this is what they look like within the game itself. Normal without shinies. We have Reggie Ice, Registeel, and then Regirock. Personally, I want Regirock to appear in my region first because I'm not going to say it's the easiest, but I have the best counters for it, so I don't want to power up anything right now. I don't think I'm going to need to power up anything for these, and I'm going to be going over Pokemon you want to use and their CP and movesets as well. So let's see. Tyranitar was saying, oh, well, there's not really that much use. People are saying, well, there's not that much use. Well, it's going to be good against Reggie Ice, folks. That's right. You're going to be able to use your Tyranitars with Smackdown and Stone Edge against Reggie Ice, and it's going to be super effective. That's going to be pretty fun because I know a lot of people who powered up and maxed out a whole lot of those Tyranitars. It's okay because they know what they're doing. They're waiting for the future. They're waiting for the use to come in. That's them. And I powered up two myself because I wanted to prepare and I wanted to show you all. I mean, it's not like you would. It's a mystery. We all seen a max out Tyranitar. So anyways, that's going to actually be useful against Reggie Ice. So that is a fun fact to know for all the people who have powered up their Tyranitars and they can't wait to use them. Okay, so now we're going to go into something else here, a reputation system. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, oh brother, here we go. This is the chance for all the people who are hating on me to submit some sort of bad review for me. They better not make it so anybody can send in some sort of review over a person. I will absolutely not like that, okay? Because as you may have as well, people who smile to your face, but then will stab you in the back as soon as you turn around. So hopefully it's going to be within the system and a Niantic can do it. Because what if there's a group of people who dislike somebody just because they have, I don't know, let's say Mewtwo's, or whatever reason, I don't know, let's say a YouTuber, and then they just want to downvote that person just because of that specific reason and just slam their reputation. That's not going to be a good thing for this game at all. Because if it is going to be determined by the people, I can see now there's going to be so much bullying. Obviously, they're not going to show you to your face or tell you because these people are cowards who are reporting legitimate players. But, it's just going to be a horrible, horrible thing. It's going to separate the community hard if it's some sort of player-based submission. So as you can see, we have bot, all capital letters, spoofer, all capital letters, and then banned, player reputation, cheat reputation. So, there's going to be that new feature within the game. Am I excited about this? No, not really, because I have people who dislike me, and that's just going to be more incentive for them to downvote or whatever the heck you're going to have to do to submit these. So I'm just wishing and hoping, please let it be on Niantic's end and not a player submission section. On to the next bit of news, which you probably already knew. The next community day is going to be Squirtle with an exclusive move. Question mark, who? Eggs, 1/4 hatch distance, and 3-hour lures. So the move is going to be Hydro Cannon, more than likely. Okay, folks? So save those Squirtles that you have for this event currently, because now is the time to hoard all those Squirtles, right? Okay, next bit of information is raid passes coming in bundles soon. So that's going to be nice. I've been waiting for this for a while. They should have dropped this a long time ago instead of making us pay $1, or buying them in the bundles. They did have that fantastic deal a few boxes back, which was absolutely insane. So I can't wait to see this in the bundle. I'll be stocking up on those as well as a lot of trainers as well. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Maybe it might be kind of like the same as not lucky eggs, yeah, and lures. We'll have to wait and see though. But it's nice that they're implementing this, and apparently they're going to be doing incubators and regular incubators in bundles as well, but we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for that. So let's go ahead and jump into the Regis and discuss everything you need to know again, so you're fresh and ready to go when this drops in a couple days, possibly. So we're over here at the Go Hub. Let's go ahead and refresh our memories about them. So we're going to do Regirock first. It is a pure rock type. CP as the raid boss is going to be 41,777. 100% IV is going to be 1764 without weather boost. With weather boost, it's going to be 2205. Those are 100% IVs there. It's going to take probably a minimal 4 trainers, top notch, Pokemon, about 5 to 7, average. All right, so let's go over the counters now. Week 2, fighting, ground, water, grass, and steel. This is going to be a fun raid boss to go up against, considering the weaknesses. All right, so first up, like I said before, you can literally just do this with a team of Machamps. And if you're in partly cloudy, you're going to just demolish it because you're getting the weather boost for fighting type. And that's about it. If you have a team of 6 Machamps, you're already set to go, okay? Because that is going to be the best one, period. There's nothing else that can top it, unless you're going up against it in the rain, and you might want to use Kyogre. But at the end of the day, still Machamp is the top notch. But then you have Kyogre with Waterfall and Hydro Pump, Hariyama, Counter Dynamic Punch, and then Groudon, Mudshot, and Solar Beam, or I would say Earthquake as well, because Earthquake is strong, but Solar Beam is going to be doing more damage because obviously, well, it does more damage, right? Even though your ground type is getting stabbed. So you're going to want Solar Beam, which I'm all set on that too. Heracross, which I wish I had, but I don't. Counter and Close Combat for that one. Exeggutor, Bullet Seed, and Solar Beam. But I could say you can use, the Alolan one as well, even though this one's doing more damage, barely. Then you have Vaporeon, Water Gun, and Hydro Pump. You don't see a Gyarados on here because Regirock will be using rock moves. Gyarados is flying type, that's super effective, and that's why he's not on here. So I don't really recommend that. We'll be going over the moves. Then we have Breloom, Counter, Dynamic Punch, and then Poliwrath, Rock Smash, and Dynamic Punch. So I mean, pretty good amount of Pokemon there. They should have those. Now, for its quick moves, it's going to have Rock Throw, Rock Smash. Charge moves, Stone Edge, Focus Blast, and Zap Cannon. So we see those moves there, right? Let's pay attention to the charges. Stone Edge, Focus Blast, Zap Cannon. Okay, so what's going to be weak to Zap Cannon? That's going to be Poliwrath, Vaporeon, and Kyogre. Okay? Not very effective. Stone Edge is going to be on Machamp, Kyogre, Hariyama, Groudon, Heracross, Exeggutor, Vaporeon, everybody. All right, so that's why those are a good pick. This is a solid list here. You could use Mewtwo with Focus Blast, but I mean, you can. I mean, it works. It works, right? It's another good choice. Then you have Focus Blast. Who's weak to fighting type on this list? Nothing. So the only real threat is going to be Zap Cannon if you're using your Gyaradoses, Vaporeons, Kyogres, or any other water type that you're going to be using to go up against the Regirock. All right, so there you have it for the Regirock. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so over at Registeel here, CP as the raid boss is going to be 3,596. Week 2, fighting, ground, and fire. So we're going to have a little bit of a switch up as to which Pokemon you're going to want to use. So 100% IV, 1292. Weather boosted in the snow, which we won't be seeing. Well, a lot of us won't be seeing. It's going to be 1615. Okay, those are 100% IVs. So this is a pure steel type right here. So fire, fighting, and ground type. It's week 2. So first spot is going to be Fire Spin and Overheat Entei. Fire Spin, Overheat, Moltres, Mudshot, Earthquake, Groudon, Flareon, Fire Spin and Overheat, Charizard, Fire Spin, Fire or Blast Burn, Blaziken, Counter and Overheat, Machamp, Counter Dynamic Punch, Hariyama, Counter Dynamic Punch, Breloom, Counter Dynamic Punch. These are looking fantastic, and I'm basically going to use all of these. So the one that I have powered up the most with the high CP, like say I have only one Entei. All right, so I'll be using that. I have one Moltres, I'll be using that. I have 2 Groudons, I'll be using 2 of those. I have my Flareon, I'll be using that, and my Charizard and or my Blaziken and Machamps. The Breloom, you could throw that in there. It's doing more damage than Machamp, but it's going to get knocked out faster. So your best bet is going to just stick with these Entei, Moltres. And if you don't have any legendaries, Groudon, well, then this is what you're looking at here. I would say, you know, Machamps. Those are your best bets there. Because let's go ahead and take a look at the moves that we have here. No rock, so actually the fire types are going to be safe this time around. So for quick moves, we have Metal Claw, Steel types, Rock Smash, Fighting type, and those are the quick moves. Now for the charge moves, we have Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, and Hyper Beam. So Steel, Fighting, and Normal type. So I don't think there's anything that's going to be threatened on this list. There's not. There isn't. So that's a solid recommended list that GoHub has made there. Very good. I will be using those top Pokemon. We went over this a long time ago already, but you know, they're coming around the corners here, so we need to prepare ourselves a little bit more. Entei, Overheat, and Moltres. I'm gonna have to finish powering out my Entei, I think, because it's at level 32, I do believe. I just didn't have the desire to power him up. I know it is literally the best fire attacker in the game currently, so it'll probably be within my best interest to power it up. Now, there is going to be other great options. Say if you had, you know, cloudy weather, Machamps are going to be the, you know, still rank supreme just about. I wouldn't say over Entei, but almost, because with that cloudy weather boost, Machamp is just such a killer. All right, so there you have it for Registeel. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so we have Reggie Ice, a pure ice type. As a raid boss, the CP is going to be 41,777. All right, so non-weather boosted 100% IV, 1764. In snowy weather, weather boosted 100% IV, 2205. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the counters here. So we have Moltres. Oh, weird that it's number 1 this time, as opposed to Entei, because wasn't Entei first for Steel. So apparently, we're going to go over to Pokebattler after this and get the facts here. So we have Fire Spin, Overheat, Fire Fang, Overheat for Entei, Hariyama, weirdly enough, instead of Machamp first, Counter Dynamic Punch, and then Machamp Counter Dynamic Punch, Mewtwo, Confusion, Focus Blast, there's Mewtwo, Flareon, Fire Spin, Overheat, Ho-Oh, Steel Wing, Fire Blast, and that's a pretty good choice. Blaziken, Counter, and Overheat. All right, now I'm just feeling weird about this. Like, why Moltres over Entei and Entei over Moltres on the last run? So, like I said, we're going to go over to Pokebattler and see what the numbers are and break it down just for the Reggie Ice to see if GoHub is consistent over here. So we have, and keep in mind, I'm not trying to like say, oh, GoHub was the, but I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys the best information. Okay, so for its moves here, we have Rock Smash, Frost Breath, Fire, and then Ice. And then let's go ahead and do the charge moves: Focus Blast, Fighting type; Blizzard, Ice type; Earthquake, Ground type. So let's go ahead and look at their counters here and see what's going to be most threatening to these Pokemon here. So I would say, yeah, looking at Earthquake probably, if you're going to be using Entei and Flareon, and that's about it. This one doesn't pose much of a threat either. Focus Blast, it's not a threat either, especially if you're using a team of Moltres. You're going to be looking nice, real nice, and Mewtwo as well. I'm going to be using my Mewtwo, not all the time. Just going to test it out, see how they work. And also if you're using Ho-Oh as well. Finally, a use for Fire Blast on Ho-Oh and Steel Wing. So that should be a fun counter. Let's go ahead and go over to Pokebattler and see if there's a consistency going on here, shall we? Okay, so we're over at Pokebattler, a very nice place to get some good information on simulators to simulate a Pokemon, how well it can do. So you're pretty sure you've heard about this before. So they have Moltres first, so it looks like GoHub is on their stuff, and then Entei. Wow, okay, so it lasts longer. Moltres lasts longer because of the moveset it has. Okay, got it. So we have that Moltres, Entei, Charizard, which was not on the list. I don't know how new the GoHub list was there. Fire Spin and Blast Burn for Charizard. Then Flareon, Fire Spin and Overheat, Steel Wing, Fire Blast, looking good. Arcanine, Fire Fang, and Flamethrower. I think Flamethrower is a legacy, right? Or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure you can get away with Fire Blast too on your Arcanine. Just make sure it has Fire Fang. Machamp, counter Dynamic Punch. Hariyama, or I'm sorry, Heracross, counter Close Combat. Metagross, which there you go. That's another Pokemon you could be using. But the thing about Metagross is its DPS is not the best, but it's going to be resisting a lot of those moves. It's going to be resisting Blizzard. Focus Blast is just, you can take it. Earthquake, it's not going to be looking good. That's super effective. Hariyama, counter and Dynamic Punch, and Hariyama is a fairly tanky Pokemon, so you should be looking right, even though it says 56 deaths and Metagross is sitting at 50. Interesting. Mewtwo sitting at 53, Blaziken 74, Groudon 52, and this is like if you're doing it by yourself, just a simulator here to show you who is the best. So then you have Groudon, Mudshot, and Fire Blast. All right, so that is this is Reggie Ice, so that's why it's picking the fire types. And then it's just going to teeter down. I don't think we need to go any further. Even Mew shows up with Steel Wing and Overheat. That's pretty funny. wait, Mew can learn Overheat? Oh man, that's funny. Then Salamence, Tyranitar. There's your Tyranitar, Smackdown and Fire Blast. Maybe Smackdown and Stone Edge. It's just because Fire Blast has more DPS on it. Alright, so Go Hub is pretty on point there. There you have the simulator over here at Pokebattler. Okay, so there you have it, and I just wanted to point this out because I personally almost did it. When you're going to change, if you're going to change your Tyranitar's moves, should I say charge move, make sure you do not accidentally switch Smackdown, because I almost did that yesterday. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna change the move to Fire Blast, and I was like, oh, okay, items, I hit charge, and I clicked on it, and I seen the Smackdown, and it was like, my heart just dropped. I was like, whoa, don't you dare do that. I do not want another bite Tyranitar, especially since this is a exclusive move for Community Day. Okay, so I said in the beginning, oh, there's a use now for the Tyranitar, Smackdown, and Stone Edge. Well, it looks like you might want to use your Fire Blast. So I don't know. This is doing a pretty good amount of damage. As you can see, it's weather boosted. Smackdown is horrendously strong when it's weather boosted. That looks fantastic. This video is getting quite lengthy, so I'm going to cut it off here. Just going to show you a little insight of what I have. I'm going to switch up the Dragon Tail to Mudshot, but I'm going to hold off for now until they actually drop. So this is exciting. Against the ice one here and against the rock one, Metagross is going to be fantastic as well. Well, it's going to be okay depending upon what moveset it has. So there is that option. I didn't really highlight on that Pokemon too much. And then I have this one here. I'm going to switch it to, I'm just going to do that right now. I know I said I'm going to cut this video short or now. So we have Steel Wing and Solar Beam. This is going to be good against the rock one. And that's basically it. So it is going to be fantastic, but if it does have Stone Edge, goodbye ho-oh, that thing is going down quick. Anyways, trainers, thank you for watching, and I hope that helped you out. And shoot, a couple more days and this game is going to be going down. Wait, Thursday, so we're looking at it, it's like tomorrow, guys. get hyped. A whole bunch of stuff is coming around the corner tomorrow. Thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time.